Alrighty, the long anticipated, your favorite auditor audit them. Winnebago, Rockford, save the humans. Winnebago, Rockford, Illinois. Section 4 in the furtherance of honorability from the local municipality and corporation. Checking on section 4, filing FOIA pages. First time ever coming here. Winnebago, Illinois, Rockford, Illinois, City Hall. I've been to the city, but never been to the building before. So we'll see how that goes. Alrighty. So immediately we're greeted with okay, none of these records are up here. Okay. So they got roll call and everything else. Alrighty.
Good morning, how you doing today?
Good morning. How's it going? County clerk.
You got to check in for security first.
Check in?
Yep.
Alrighty.
Cell phones.
Winnebago County Seal, 1834. Alrighty, so here's the administrative building directory. Here's the directory here. Information. Alrighty, so this is the tax department. Good morning. Election department, so we have to check 2 slips here. Hi ma'am, good morning. I need to begin with filing a FOIA form.
Oh, okay, I can get you.
Yeah.
Are you recording? You can't do that in here. You can only do it in the lobby. Come on.
Excuse me, sir, I'm here taking
No.
care of business.
I told you what to do. Go outside.
This is the FOIA form for just this department,
You don't
right?
seem to want to listen. You're trespassing
I
now.
think it's for the
You want to continue this?
No, sir, I'm not trespassing.
Stop the recording.
Sir, I'm going to ask you to de-escalate.
Stop the recording.
I'll take a step
I
outside.
told you what to do. Stop the recording.
Okay, you want me to...
Let's go. I'm not debating it here. Let's go.
We could have a chat outside. There's no need for a hostility.
I'm not hostile. You're not listening. That seems to be the problem. You don't go beyond this point right here. Okay? Over there, sir.
Sir, I'm going to ask for your superior now.
You can call him. He's down the street. Kurt wasn't
No,
here.
you're coming in a little
There
bit.
you go.
You're coming in a little bit too hot.
It's because you're not listening. You have a problem listening, apparently.
No, you have a problem
You
with...
have a problem listening.
You're an
I'm not
escalator.
debating it anymore. My boss is up the street. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm going to have business all throughout the
Then turn the phone off.
departments.
Then turn the phone off.
No, sir, I need to use the counter here.
Good morning, how you doing today? Pretty good.
Right here.
So now I have to fill this out. I got to use the counter. And also I'm going to be narrating to the people watching. So if you hear some conversation going on in the background, it's because I'm narrating here. What was your name and star number, sir?
My boss is up the street.
No, what was your name and
My boss is up
identifier?
the street.
What's
Go
your,
talk to my boss.
what's his
Go
name?
talk to my boss. I already told you.
What's his name?
I already told you.
What's his rank?
My boss. He's up the street.
You did not tell me his name nor his rank.
I did too.
No, you just threatened
Record
me.
your phone back. I've already told you.
You just threatened me.
Threatened you
Yes, you did.
because you don't want to listen.
No, sir, there's no statute there. You're saying something unstatutory.
There is.
There's no statute on that
There's
sign.
rules here.
Which rule are you referring to?
The one I just explained to you.
You made a big mistake.
Okay, whatever.
I advise you to call your boss here now because I got
I don't
official
have to do
business in
anything
here.
you tell me. The boss is up the street.
Sir, you're being
The
very,
boss is up the street.
you're very combative.
I'm not gonna talk to you anymore.
You're being
We're
very,
done.
you're being very
We're done.
hostile.
That's your opinion. Because you don't want to listen.
Sir, there's no statute on the board there. I have the right to record in here.
Right here you do.
I
Not
have the right
other
to
part
record
of the building.
in the clerk's office
Not
as
the other
well.
part of the building.
Oh, yeah,
No, you don't.
absolutely. You're very
You're
hostile.
being disruptive now.
No, sir, you're the one who's being
Now
very
you're being
combative.
disruptive.
I'm just using my freedom of speech, sir. You cannot articulate any destruction nor a crime that you believe I
You
committed.
don't want to listen.
Sir, you told me to step out. I did step out.
You did not after debating.
No, I
I
listened to
shouldn't
you.
have to tell you 5 times.
Okay, well, I have official business here. I need to see a block diagram giving functional subdivision for the clerk's office. Winnebago clerk's office, I need to see the total amount of operating budget. I need to see the total
You
amount
can
of
do
separate
whatever you want
locations.
without recording.
No, it's actually telling me it's my duty to. I have the statute here. You didn't give me a chance to look at it. Now I'm asking for your superior. You came in.
We got a guy down here that doesn't want to listen about not recording in the offices, so. Sounds like he's gonna continue to do it, so I told him he's disrupting now, and he's refusing to leave, so.
No, you did not ask me to leave.
I get it.
Is that your superior? Did you call your superior?
Start my day like this.
I've been very cordial and professional
No, you
here.
haven't. You
Oh, yes,
haven't
I have.
listened.
Yes, I did. You
No,
asked
you
me to
haven't.
leave.
I told you to leave, and you didn't leave.
You asked me to leave the clerk's office. Am I being detained? Am I being detained?
If you were, you'd know it.
Say that again?
I said if you were, you would know it.
Okay. Well, sir, my purpose here today is I have
I
to.
don't care.
Okay.
You can do whatever you want without recording.
Oh, yeah.
Beyond
It's
this
my right.
point. Okay?
It's my right. Your superior would clear it up and he'll inform you that I do have the right to record in the county clerk's office. I'm going to be picking up a block chart showing functional subdivisions.
You're not going beyond this point with a camera recording.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that right now.
Okay, well, we'll speak to your superior, sir.
Fine?
You came out very hot this morning, sir. No need to
Because I
do it that
shouldn't have
way.
to tell you 5 times to get out of the office or stop recording.
No,
I shouldn't have to tell
no,
you.
sir. You shouldn't
You
trample
don't
on my
want to
right.
listen, you escalated.
Sir, you shouldn't
So
trample on
that's your
somebody's
problem,
right
not
like
mine.
that. No, sir.
Yeah.
You're the one
This
who
is what you're doing.
escalated.
I know what you're doing. You're doing this on purpose.
No.
That's your purpose.
No, sir, my
So
purpose,
that's fine.
my
You
purpose
can do
here,
whatever you want because you don't have to listen to
I'll tell you what my purpose is, sir. My purpose is to monitor government to ensure it is being
No, it's
conducted
not.
by the
No,
public
it's not.
interest.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. And we'll find out as soon as, I'm sure you recorded yourself before you came in here. You already stated your purpose, so we'll find out.
Yeah, I'm monitoring government to ensure it is being
Yeah,
conducted
right.
in the public interest.
Yep.
Pursuant to the fundamental philosophy of the
You can
American
change the wording
constitutional
all you
form
want,
of
that's
government,
fine. You can change the wording all
it is
you want.
declared to be
You're
the
here
public
to
policy
instigate an incident.
of the
That's all
state
you're
of Illinois that
That's
all
all you're doing.
persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding the affairs of government and the official
You can
acts
do
and
whatever you
policies
want.
of those who
Not without the
represent
camera
them.
rolling.
Such access is
Those are the
necessary to enable the people
Those
to
are the
fulfill their
rules.
duties of
But you don't
discussing
wanna listen
public
to the
issues
rules.
fully and freely,
You can do whatever you want here.
making informed
Without
political
recording.
judgments and monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. The General
Have
Assembly
you got
hereby,
information that it's not doing that? Have you?
sir,
Have you gotten information that that's not what's happening?
have a wonderful day,
Is
Deputy.
that what's happening?
Let me finish filing
Did
my
you get
FOIA form.
information that says that's not happening?
Sir, you're opening up
Did
an
you?
expectation of litigation here.
I'm not doing anything.
Yes, you are.
That's
You're
your purpose.
creating a reasonable expectation of litigation, Deputy. I'm gonna ask you to stop that
Whatever.
further.
How long did you practice all this?
Alrighty, so here we have the Freedom of Information form of the Winnebago County Clerk's Office. And as a matter of fact, this is the sign here that says cell phone use prohibited, but there's no statute on here whatsoever. And as a matter of fact, this deputy performed the way that he did, which was an amazing thing. As a matter of fact, to everybody watching right now, to everybody tuned in right this second, this is the Winnebago County here, and the young lady at the counter, the clerk's office, she was very fair. She provided me a FOIA form. She had no issue with filming whatsoever. This deputy came in, yeah, he performed the way he performed. He did. He specified what he specified this morning, and we definitely,
Morning, sir. How you doing? Good. I poured the floor, right? Anything, madam? Oh.
You have a driver's
Cell phone?
name
No cell phone? Okay, then maybe I'll have a wallet. Come on through. Good morning, ma'am. How you doing? Have a seat. Thank you. Thank you. Well, you served all right so far. Parents didn't look too good last night. Okay. Yeah,
Well, I feel bad for what he's.
No, let's get her. Let's get her.
The hits he's
Any
taking.
wow, eyes or anything like that? Peppers? Peppers for you. Eyes or anything like that?
I have, yeah, I can that.
Can you take it out? Sure. Please and thank you.
If you want a name, please, are you ready?
okay.
Okay, do you need a name, please? Kelly said that.
Excuse me, sir, which floor is the treasurer's office?
It is the second floor.
And the assessors?
The
fine.
assessor,
You don't have to
just wait a second. I think the assessor.
And you can get it on the way out, okay?
Fourth floor, okay. Sir, this is the information desk here, I clearly see. Do you have a direct number to these offices that I just asked for?
No, just extension.
You have extensions?
Yeah.
Great, I need Freedom of Information Officer
The one you got?
from both of those departments to begin with.
What department was that? The
That's going to be
assessor?
the assessor, and the treasurer's office has separate designated Freedom of Information officers I need to speak to.
All right, this is all.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
sure.
yes. It's just not in the building.
No, I understand.
Thank you for understanding. Thank you for understanding.
I'm a citizen. I live downtown River Center.
Okay, ma'am. Put this on the stop there. Okay. And then come right through the machine.
Okay. Oh, I don't know if it means
Who are you
anything,
with, sir?
my right ankle.
Come again?
Who are you with? Who do you
Don't tell us
represent?
what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not neither here nor there.
Because somebody told me when I had the surgery,
Assessor's office.
ankle here, I shattered it.
There's a gentleman down here who said he needs to see the Freedom of Information officer from your office.
Travel on airlines or something, I should have a.
Okay, she said go upstairs to the fourth floor. They
Okay.
said go up to the fourth floor.
Up to the fourth
Yeah,
floor?
to-
I'm sorry, the
To
third
go, you
floor.
go right into the.
What's that?
The third floor,
Third floor?
yes.
What's the name of the Freedom of Information officer?
What's the name of the Freedom of Information officer? She said she'll let you speak to Tom.
What's
when
that?
you she'll let you speak to Tom when he gets here.
Tom, okay. And who is this employee name that's telling me to go to the third floor?
What's your name, ma'am? Lottie.
Lottie? Okay.
Thank you.
Right here?
Yes, ma'am. Straight ahead.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
All right, thanks a lot.
Okay.
Left door,
Anything
push
matter
it.
with cell phones in there for me, please, and thank you?
Okay, deputy, I tried speaking to you. You may be a reasonable deputy
That's
today.
fine. Come on through.
You may be a reasonable deputy to speak to today.
Sir?
Deputy Sheriff? Deputy Sheriff? Can I have a word with you?
Yes, sure, what's up?
Sure, I just spoke to the information desk here. I inquired in two offices, one of them being the treasurer and one of them being the assessor's office. Got off the phone with Lottie and told me the Freedom of Information officer's name's Dan. This is who I have to go speak to on the third floor. I need to know if this man here is denying me access to these public bodies here simply because I have a right to film my encounter. If so, I'm gonna have to have the Freedom of Information officers come assist me in this lobby here, but I do have business within the county. So if he's denying me access, I'm gonna need his
He's not
supervisor.
denying you access. What he's
Right.
denying you is recording past the lobby. You cannot record past this lobby.
No,
That's
sir,
the only thing.
I do have the
Okay.
right to do so.
Okay, that's the policy that
Sure.
was given to us, and we have to follow that policy.
All right, you're mentioning a policy. May I view the
Okay.
policy? Can I take a look at the policy?
You need to talk to Kurt Wisenhand at the Criminal Justice Building, okay?
The Juvenile Criminal Justice Building?
Criminal Justice,
Where is that building?
650 West State Street.
Is it a walkway from here or a
Yes.
drive?
It's about 2 blocks.
Okay. I'm not gonna go out of my way to go speak to an interloper. I'm in the building now. I have official business here. These are officials. I have business to do here, and I'm not gonna let this interloper trample on my right and try to walk over me and threaten me. Okay, sir? I have the statute here, and I'm permitted to come in this lobby and handle my business here. I need to obtain a block diagram giving functional subdivisions
I
from the
understand.
assessor's office.
You just
Yes.
cannot record past the lobby.
Oh,
That's
yes,
it.
I can, sir,
Okay.
and that's why I would ask for your superior as of right now. If you could please give him a ring, I'll be waiting here
I told you
momentarily.
he's 2 blocks down the road.
Does he
So
have?
if you wanna talk to him about the policy.
No,
about it.
sir, I
Okay, then.
have to complete my business
Conversation
here.
is over then. Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Good morning.
Everything metal, cell phones, please. Thank you.
Okay, here's what we're going to do now. Sir, can you give me the direct number to the Winnebago Sheriff's Department?
Thank you, sir. Okay. Thank you.
In just a second here. Deputy, the one who, what's your K Coulter? What's that K Coulter? Okay, Cutler, K Cutler. Yes, the sheriff's office, please. You've been very professional and respectful here, sir. I thank you for your services this morning. Mr. Ron?
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. This video will be seen by, is being seen by many people. Cutler decided to perform the way he did perform.
You don't wanna listen.
We could see the disdain in
You
his.
don't wanna listen.
Sir, I'm talking
You have a
to.
problem listening.
I'm narrating to the
Well,
viewers.
I can talk anytime I want to. So I don't care about your narration.
There's a right and there's a
It doesn't matter
wrong.
to me what you're doing.
There's a
I can
right.
talk anytime I want. I think I'll read the paper out loud.
There's a right and there's a
How about
wrong,
that?
sir.
The 2024 Masonic World Film Festival, how about that?
Thank you, sir.
Jeez. Oh, it's all about you, huh, buddy?
You perform the way you
Yeah,
perform
perform
today,
the way
sir.
You do too. You're amazing. Tell me I can't talk in my own language. That's
Thank you,
real.
Chris.
Really? I guess I don't pay taxes here either. You're the only one that pays taxes, huh, buddy?
Those are your words, sir.
Yeah, that's right. But you seem like you own it.
You see your fellow deputy
Don't you?
there?
Don't you?
You see your fellow deputy
Don't you?
there? I need to pick up a Section 4 inquiry from a few agencies here, sir. There's designated Freedom of Information officers with separate departments who would be able to assist today.
They will.
It should be, yeah, without you.
Without your phone recording.
Oh, no, we have a right to record.
Who's we?
The people, sir.
Oh, the people.
Yeah. Sir, there's a right and there's a wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe you're not aware of how you're.
Apparently you don't want to listen to right and wrong, do you?
Sir,
When I ask you to leave a room because you're recording, you don't want to seem to listen.
there's no
So-
statute, sir. You're wrong about that.
Well, you're wrong about that.
Okay, sir. You have a wonderful evening or morning,
Evening, huh?
deputy. Yeah, have a
Evening,
morning, evening, and
Evening? Oh, okay.
yeah,
Don't even know what
maybe
time
do
of day
some
it is.
studies on this stuff. Because it's our right, my friend. You swore an oath to uphold the Constitution. You have disdain. You have
I
great.
do.
You're great
I got
disdain.
rules. I got rules, but you don't want to seem to walk up the street and find them.
You're not a rule enforcer. You're a law enforcer.
Oh, okay. So there's no rules in this building, huh?
Sir, you cannot point into any statute.
So I guess we'll take all the cell phone use prohibited signs down. 'cause
No, sir.
It's just a rule, not a law, huh?
Sir, that's above your pay grade,
I see.
deputy.
Oh, okay.
That's above your pay grade. You have great disdain, you do. You honestly do. Do you hear my deep voice? It's authority.
No, it's pathetic.
Thank you. That's your opinion. You're entitled to
It
it.
is.
I wouldn't say that about
And I
you
can
right
talk in the
now.
lobby, too.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that about you right
No,
now.
I can't talk over you, but you're narrating.
Okay. You're acting the way you're acting, sir.
Dale County Sheriff's Police front desk.
Yes, good morning. This call here is being recorded. I need to speak to the sergeant on duty, please. Sure. Yes, absolutely, thank
Have a
you.
good day, sir.
You too.
This is what my problem, how long was that up?
This deputy thought he was gonna run into an unprofessional cameraman.
We are good to go.
All right. You don't have to come through here.
Cheers, Henry.
Oh, this one, here you go.
Okay, thank you.
No, you're good, man.
Yes, good morning, communications. This call here is being recorded here. I need to speak to the sergeant on duty, please.
Next time, the government number 6th Street.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can barely hear you.
Oh, okay, so you live in the city, not in the
This
county.
call is being recorded here. I need to speak to the sergeant on duty.
Yeah, I live right down Duluth or something.
Okay. Which
Okay,
sergeant?
yeah.
Your
Which
nose isn't
department?
covered,
We
you
dispatch
might
two
wanna
different
cover your
ones.
nose, no him.
Winnebago administration.
He's recording you, man, just to let you know.
Okay, can I ask what it's in reference to? Just
Yes.
so I can get you to the right person?
Yes, it's in reference to a belligerent and combative deputy sheriff here at the administrative office.
Yeah.
A little-
Threatening deputy
Now-
sheriff.
Now go forward. Should open, there you
There
go.
you go.
There's a deputy threatening someone?
Yes, there is. Deputy
where
Kate,
is this
Kate,
occurring?
this is occurring at the administrative office. Kate Cutler is his name, and I'm quite in fear now because the way that he handled himself. He thinks it's a laughing matter, but
You're in fear.
I see it through his eyes. I'm trying to conduct business here, ma'am.
Put me on speakerphone or something, because I'm catching every other word of what you're saying. Your phone is cutting out.
Did you
Very
hear,
bad.
did you hear a delay?
What is the officer's name?
Kay Cutler. He's a deputy sheriff. Sure.
Reserve deputy.
Hello? Okay, you want the recorder's office, right, for Winnebago?
I have business to conduct here. I don't want you to stop me. I have
Is that the
business.
first time you said that? I don't remember.
Number is 815.
Oh, that's right. I don't have a brain.
Those are your words, sir.
No, it's okay.
Sir, do you see yourself under a
You
cross-examination?
want to stop talking and do what you need to do?
Okay,
How about
the
that?
deputy that you're calling about, is he there on a call, on a case? What exactly is going on?
No, he's just standing around mocking the Winnebago County representative.
I was making you afraid.
He's here standing around mocking the lobby, mocking, member of the public, and quite frankly, he's threatening.
What's your name?
Threatening you. What are the
Well,
threats?
I don't feel comfortable
What are the
providing that
threats?
information at this time. However, I do need to see the superior because
Okay.
Okay, so you,
Okay,
if
okay.
you want to speak to someone, I'll need your name and information
Okay.
so I can have someone come meet with you.
Okay, what is your first name and title?
Good morning, how you doing?
What?
We don't give out our names. I can give you my badge number, it's 7428.
Okay, let me write that down here.
Good morning, sir, how you doing?
Again, I prefer to speak to
And I
a.
can get you in touch with someone. I just want to make sure I get you to the right agency because we dispatch for a lot of different agencies.
Yes, well, again, I need to.
Get you to the right person.
Yes, ma'am. I'm asking that you provide a supervisor here for the deputy sheriff sergeant, at least, to meet me at the administrative office here by the information desk. I'm standing.
Okay, I'm not sure if it's going to be a sergeant that I can get to come there, but I will definitely get you a deputy or someone over there to speak to you, okay? Just wait at the information desk.
7428. Thank you so much. You have a wonderful day. Alrighty. So this is how it went here at the Winnebago County Administrative Building. This one is strange. It's like the cross-examination, a jury of peers seeing an honorable deputy sheriff. This
Are
is
you
a,
narrating again? I couldn't tell. What?
I'm narrating,
Oh,
sir,
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking to me.
as I'm waiting for somebody.
Waiting for who? Who are you waiting for?
So as I'm waiting here, and
Or something.
the deputy sheriff decided that he wants to perform the way he did again under a cross-examination where a jury of our peers would come in and
Cross-examination.
cross-examine this gentleman here.
Yeah. Wait, camera guys.
Okay.
So I came in here at about 8:20 p.m.
Okay.
and
All right, can you hold on?
well, 8:20 a.m.
I don't know which is it.
And I came
Your
here,
story, your narration.
and I came here about last month about that time too when they
Oh,
were
you're the same guy.
when they were doing
You didn't get
a.
everything you needed then? So what's different today?
No,
What's
this,
What you getting different today?
sir, I'm not talking to
Anything?
you.
Anything?
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, nothing different. You're just going through the motions again. I see. Okay. Gotcha.
Sir, the only motion is going to be
Way to
filing
help
in
the
the
people.
court case.
Way to help the people.
Good morning.
Morning, guys.
How are you doing today?
Pretty good.
No, you can keep your butt down. You know, you guys know what you're heading to?
Yeah.
Right there, Freddie. Come on, bro.
You're good. Come on.
Talk to him, man.
Thank you.
What area, sir?
You're welcome.
Good morning, Sheriff. How you doing?
Hello, Sheriff. Good morning.
Hey, Sheriff. Oh, good.
Hi, Sheriff.
How are you?
Are you the elected sheriff?
Huh?
Are you the elected sheriff?
Yes.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
I have to have a word with you,
He's
sir.
recording it, Sheriff.
I'm monitoring government here to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
Okay. Can you
I
do me a favor?
like to.
Would you guys give him Corey's number, please?
Corey?
Yeah, Corey, and then she'll set up a meeting, okay? I got a meeting
Okay,
upstairs.
sir.
Give him Corey's
Sir,
number.
I'm just asking you one mention here, sir.
Well, Corey.
You're the elected sheriff, sir. Give Corey a
Yeah,
call.
call Corey. Well,
What's Corey's title?
She's my public information officer.
Okay, I just have to visit the offices.
Hold on, I gotta be up in a meeting, I'm late already.
This
They will
this
set-
representative performed poorly, my
Right,
friend.
Then we can sit and talk, it'll be great, okay? Thank you.
It's unbelievable. That's the elected sheriff. Great job. He mentioned Corey's phone number, so I guess Mr. Cutler's putting that up from his cell phone, but he's texting the person first. So we'll go ahead and do a exchange through 140 for that text message that he just delivered. I have reason to believe now he texted the person and told them what to say before he gives out the number. Honorability, integrity. This is Winnebago County, Illinois. We just seen the elected sheriff walk through the hall. Yeah. Integrity is supposed to be upheld, the public trust, and since 1834, yeah. Mission statement, well, I don't see the mission statement, but imagine what that employee was walking through and he heard those few words that I just said, integrity, honorability. Imagine him giving subpoena in the court. They'll ask him, what was this gentleman saying? He was saying he just, he was referred to somebody named Cody. It's
Really?
bad what you did.
You might wanna,
What's the name
you might
again?
wanna rewind that.
It's a different name. It's a different name.
You might wanna
I don't got no hostility towards you, my friend. I don't know why you perform like that. You came out
because
hot.
you didn't listen. I hate when people don't listen.
We're gonna
I
agree.
asked you to leave and you wanted to debate it. I'm not debating.
It wasn't a
The rules
debate,
are,
sir.
you leave that room when you're recording. That's
Okay,
it.
sir.
Hello, how
Hey,
you
how's
doing,
it
sir?
going? Sergeant?
Yeah.
Okay, great. You take a walk here by my paperwork.
What's going on?
Okay. The elected sheriff just passed by. What's his name of the Winnebago County?
Whose name?
The elected sheriff?
Caruana?
What's his name?
Sheriff Caruana.
Oh, Sheriff Garawano. Okay. He just walked by in the hall, and I wanted to have a word with him about the honorability of Winnebago County. He might be the man I have to speak to because he's a man of integrity.
Okay.
Yeah. Kay Cutler, is that one of your deputy sheriffs, under sheriffs?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He performed miserably today. Miserable.
Okay. Well, what can I help you with?
Yeah, okay. I have to visit multiple agencies within this public body here. I have to visit a few departments because I need to obtain a certain set of records.
Okay.
One of them is going to be the total amount of operating budget per department, per designated officer. One of them is going to be a block diagram giving functional subdivisions. One of them is going to be the approximate number of full-time, part-time employees. One of them is going to be any boards or commissions, if applicable, per department. It's certain specifications
No, you can leave your buck.
within the Freedom of Information Act that have to be prominently displayed without a request.
Okay.
Okay. The issue here is today, sir, that members of the public do have a right to record in these offices because these are administrative county offices.
In a public area. Yeah,
Right.
In a
That is
public area.
that's correct. Yeah. No restricted areas. A public area will be the county clerk's office, main section, which through these doors is a public area. Do you agree with me?
If it's a public area, you can record.
Sure, yeah, okay. Take a walk in here, sir, so you could see what's my next step, if you'd like to see what I'm all about. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Okay, let's take a walk in here. So you get this on for a corporation council.
See here?
Yeah.
phone use
no,
prohibited.
right, there's no statute. I think that's for
Okay.
people talking on the phone. That's
Okay.
not people interrupting.
Well, it's a cell phone,
Yeah.
right?
It is, yeah.
Okay. So are you using a cell phone right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So a cell phone would be prohibited, right?
No, sir, I'm not talking on the phone. I'm about to perform here.
But you're using a cell phone, right?
There's no statute forbidding, this is the First Amendment here, and
Okay.
under the Freedom of Information Act, I have the right to monitor government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. So this is exactly what I'm doing here, and that deputy sheriff there made a bad performance because he created a reasonable expectation of
tell you?
litigation.
What did he tell you?
He got close to me and he almost wanted to go hands-on, telling me that I don't listen,
Why would that be?
because he asked me to leave the section, which I did, under
For
threat.
what reason?
Under threat of arrest, because he said there's a sign.
Okay.
Right. Yep. But that sign cannot be enforced, deputy, because there's no statute. So I would say the reason why people are not able to come in here with a cell phone is because maybe they're talking loud on the phone. But again, I'm here to
It's an
pick up.
interpretation, right?
Sure, but again, there's no statute, and I'm here to get a block diagram showing functional subdivisions. As a matter of fact, I'm picking up certified from multiple departments. So this right here, sir, is permitted, and it's constitutionally protected activity. And like I said, the way that deputy
I guess I'm not sure what the issue is.
Yeah.
What's the issue?
So the issue is just that the deputy there, Cutler,
Okay.
he threatened. It was almost like a threatening language.
Well,
And the
okay,
reason
he
why
may have been trying to convey to you the importance of abiding by the rules and not filming in areas that are not public.
this is a public area, sir.
The offices in this building,
Right.
would not be a public area, right?
No,
So if
behind
you,
those doors.
So if
Yeah.
you walk up to the desk here
Right,
and you go like this and you film this person,
right.
would that be a public area of the building? Is her office a public area of this building?
Sir,
It's a question.
I'm gonna
Is her
answer.
office a public area?
I'm gonna answer.
Okay. What's your
Okay.
answer?
Are you denying me the right to record from this square here and all the other squares above?
I'm denying you the right to record in a private area.
Okay,
Right.
sir, that,
So if you want to film the floor right here, if you want to film the floor over there, you can. But as soon as you start walking up like this and you're filming workstations and people working in their private area, that would be a violation of that rule,
I
right?
listen to you, I listen to you.
Okay.
I don't know what rule you're referring to. Are you claiming I don't have the right to record, monitor government employees in the official course of their duty?
I am claiming that you don't have the right to film in a private area of a government building.
Which I'm not in a private area.
I didn't say you were.
Okay, great. Excuse me, ma'am, I need to see a block diagram giving functional subdivisions to begin with. May I know what the FOIA officer's first name is for the Clerk's Department of Winnebago?
My name?
You are the designated or designee?
I'm sorry, I'm not understanding your question.
Are you a Freedom of Information officer?
I am not.
Okay. What's the first name of the Freedom of Information officer for Winnebago County?
His name's
Clerk's
Alan.
Department. Sorry?
Alan?
Is he available to speak to?
He actually is not here today.
He's not here today. Okay, great. When would he be in?
I don't know. Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, great. So, ma'am, under Section 4 of the Freedom of Information Act, there should be records already developed. Section 3.5 specifies Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that public body shall immediately furnish upon request. Can you guide me to where that record is?
I can see if I can locate it.
Sure, yeah.
But
I'll wait here momentarily. Thank you.
Sir, Mr. Watts is the only one who has access to it. I'm just the clerk.
He has access to section 3.5, okay.
But he's not here until.
I hear what you're saying,
so
ma'am.
If
Okay.
you want to come back then, he'll be happy to help you at that point.
I hear what you're saying. And the total amount of operating budget for the clerk's office, what's that total
I have
about?
no access to that. I'm just a clerk. So that would have to be either Mr. Watts or the county clerk herself. That has nothing to do with my job.
I hear what you're saying, ma'am.
Also, I mean, you could look it up online. It's out there.
It's
I don't-
actually required to be prominently displayed at the public body pursuant to
Okay.
section 4 of the
But
Freedom of
if you
Information
wanted
Act.
to, it's out online. If you go to, I can give you our website and it's right there.
As a matter of fact, ma'am, I have a copy of your online directory. I came prepared and it's not online. This is a copy of your online here.
Well, it's.
And that's
I
why I'm
looked
here
at it.
today. That's
Yeah.
why I'm here in person to verify because it's not online.
So, again, there is, you gotta kinda do some legwork, but it is. 'cause
I'll
I
wait
looked
for a
at it.
prontout if you're able to do a printout for
I
him.
don't have the printout.
Oh, you
But
don't have a printout, okay.
You can look it up online. Also, you can also come back Wednesday, and I'm sure Mr. Watts would help you.
Okay, ma'am. Now moving forward here. A block diagram giving functional subdivisions. I need to inspect that and I need to purchase a certified one.
Okay, I'm just a clerk, and I don't have access to that. But if you come back Wednesday, Mr. Watts will be able to help you.
Okay, but again, ma'am, this is already has to be prominently displayed and made available, regardless to if the FOIA officer is here or not. So if you could ask your superior.
I will.
Sure.
Please help.
Yep. So for the people watching here, this is the Winnebago's performance today. And as a matter of fact, I did walk up to the bulletin. We see there's about 6 documents in that bulletin on the right side of the entrance door. That would be the perfect spot there for administration to prominently display these said records. I'm just narrating to the people watching.
What's your channel name?
Well, the channel name, it will be shown. It will be shown. It will be shown.
Got a lot of subscribers?
Could be.
I spoke to
Yes,
my
ma'am.
superior. If you go to the 5th floor,
Sure.
that's the county board.
Okay.
They approve all the budgets,
I hear you.
so they should be able to have some information that you need at hand.
I hear you, ma'am. The board has the total amount of operating budget for the board, but they're not going to have the amount for the clerk's office, unless you're telling me they will.
That's what I was informed
Okay,
of.
no problem. 5th floor,
5th floor.
anybody specifically that I should see?
No, they're just there.
Okay.
Ask for the county, where the county board is.
Sure. I have to also check with the few other offices within
Okay.
the county. Same inquiry.
Okay,
Yeah, each department, ma'am, has a different FOIA officer.
right.
So they're all required to prominently display these said records.
Okay,
If you like now, I'm filing a FOIA. I'm going to hand you the FOIA because
Okay.
you have a duty immediately to forward that over to a
I
FOIA
will give it
officer.
to Mr. Watts' office.
Yes, ma'am. And as a matter of fact, I'll include section 4 language on there.
Okay,
Because when I come back within 30 days,
okay,
it's maybe an inquiry or the Freedom of Information officer would
Mm-hmm.
see what I brought to his attention and he will come into compliance with that portion.
okay,
Yes, ma'am. So I'll go ahead and check on the 5th floor.
okay.
And my FOIA form, I'm going to be doing a FOIA form that I'm going to be serving multiple departments. So I'm going to hand you a copy momentarily.
Okay,
Your first name was?
Bethany.
Bethany. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
On to the 5th floor. If you guys like to see my performance, that ain't no problem. Corporation
It
Counsel get a
seems like
copy
you're
of
doing
that.
a great job, man. Your viewers are gonna love it.
Yeah, well, you guys are got to do the
Let
right
me
thing.
get that for you.
Go,
ahead.
I got it. I got
You got it?
for
All right, thank you.
Yep. Alrighty. Up to the 5th
Hey,
floor.
Cutler, did he already get checked and everything?
I went through the ringer.
You went through? Okay. How long you been doing this, man?
Well, the thing is, my friend, that there's great law enforcement chiefs out there that work within municipal bodies, and they come out, they engage, they're aware that their staff is not complying with this portion. So the honorable
Okay.
chief gives us his word. And
So how long
within-
you been doing this?
Sir.
Man, it seems like a pretty easy question.
Sir.
Passing the time.
After you, gentlemen.
You?
Okay, so this is the board. Yep. Alrighty. I like that you capture this on your cam here because
Always.
elected sheriff is gonna see a copy of it,
Okay.
which is a great thing.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This gentleman had a
Ma'am.
couple questions.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
okay.
I'm monitoring government here to ensure it is being conducted in a public interest. What's the first name of the designated FOIA officer for the board?
I believe it's Nancy?
Is he or she available to speak to?
No.
No, great. That's the second FOIA officer not available. Ma'am, what's the total amount of operating budget for this hall for the board?
I don't have that information.
Okay, who would, ma'am?
Amount of money for operating?
I'm sorry?
Can he submit a request to someone for this information? Can we send him somewhere to?
No, this
request?
doesn't require a request. These are records that shall be prominently displayed already, somewhere to easily be seen per department. What's
Are
yours?
we wanting to have them fill out a, is that what you're?
I don't know, yeah.
No, that's not required. Section 4 requires records to be prominently displayed. Now, Nancy is the FOIA officer designated.
Yes, I
Okay.
believe so, yes.
Who is the designee?
I don't know, I don't have that.
Can you find that out? Ma'am, I'll wait here momentarily.
Pick that up. I gotta put these down the hallway. I'm parked right by the door too.
Chief Financial Deputies.
All right, so I already told you, you can't film someone's private office, right?
Sir, I'm
Okay.
standing in a public space.
And I said, if you wanna film the public space, that's fine.
Sir.
Okay, that's totally fine, and go ahead, and I'm happy that you can film, and I want you to, I don't want your rights to be violated, but
There's-
if you're filming someone's private office, that's not a public space, right?
Sir, I'm waiting for you so I could speak. There's no expectation of privacy in public. Those are not private offices, those are public bodies, sir.
So can you walk in there?
I'm not
Or is
walking
there a
in
key
there.
card that's protecting that area?
I won't walk back there, sir.
Okay.
I don't like to
Well,
talk
I'm
about that,
asking you
sir.
a question.
Sir.
Would this be considered a private area?
I would allow you to do a video, but I'm not gonna engage with you on that matter, sir. If you'd like to have a different
Why
discussion.
not? Why don't you want to engage with that matter?
Because that's called splaying.
I'm asking a simple question. Is this a private area of the government building that's
Sir.
protected by key card access?
Sir, I'm not interested in having those conversations. If
I
you would
bet you're not.
keep this going professionally, because now you're turning those employees in a different attitude. Here they are now listening to us.
If you continue to do it,
Instead of-
if you continue to do it, I am gonna escort you out of the property, okay? We both agree that this is a private area of a government building.
Are you claiming that you're
Okay.
gonna escort me out of the building
Yes.
for
Yes.
recording?
I am going to. I said you can film in a public area, you can film anything you want in here. You can film anything in this public area. But you cannot film a private area of the building.
And when you
okay?
say escort, how
you
does that
agree you
look?
cannot go
I'm
in.
listening. I won't go in there, but I could film past the window because I have the right to
You're
record
filming
government.
Look, she had to close her door.
That's how she created privacy.
She
Now
had to
it's
close
private.
her door,
Yes.
okay? Because you're filming a private area. Okay?
No, sir. No.
We already gave you leeway, said that you could film in an area where they said no cell phone use. We want to work with you.
Sir, there's no leeway, and I'm done talking to you. I'm gonna have a seat here as I wait for these employees to assist.
That would be fine.
Okay? And I'm not gonna take that threat lightly.
It's not a threat, okay? I didn't threaten to arrest you.
No, you
I said
threatened
if
to
you're-
escort me.
If you're failing to abide by the rules of this government building, okay?
There's no
There
rules.
seems to be a confusion on what a private area is and what a public area is.
You cannot present any rules.
Okay.
You're creating an expectation of
So-
litigation here.
So those are the rules in this government building. And there seems to be that you have some confusion on
Can
that.
you show the rules on
Okay.
paper?
That's way above my record.
Well-
I don't decide who makes who makes the rules and everything like that in a courthouse or a government building. That's way above me. It's way above him.
So you're telling us you're unsure about the rules
I'm
you're
very
referring
sure.
to.
I'm trying to inform you on what the rule is, just so you're aware of it.
And if you believe you want to escort me, how would that look? Hands on?
I don't want to escort you. I don't want your rights to be violated in any way. I want you to be able to exercise your
Well,
right.
here's what I'm going to tell you here, sir. I have multiple agencies to visit, and through every single glass that I'm permitted to stand on, I have a right to record our government employees as they're in their official capacity. That's my right. I won't go behind any restricted doors because there's either going to be a sign or a key badge. I'm not allowed
There was
to.
already a sign in the area before that said no cell
Right,
phone
but it's
use.
not enforceable, sir.
It's not enforceable.
No, sir.
So there's rules that are not enforceable.
It's not a rule, sir. You're law enforcement here, and I'm waiting for a block chart from this department. We need to see the total amount of operating budget for this integrity hall here. This is an integrity hall here, sir. This is honorability. It's not a
What
joke.
does that mean?
What does it mean? That
Yeah.
this county
That
representatives...
this building has honorability. What does that mean?
Well, these are honorable staff. These are our staff, and they are holding the public trust, and they're performing the way they're supposed to, right? The key word is supposed to. But when we get guys such as yourself and your underemployee who tries to trample on that stuff, the honorability goes different way. Yeah.
You feel like you're being trampled on?
Yeah, you're attempting to trample, and it's not gonna
I
work.
was just trying to explain
It's not
what a
gonna
private
work.
area is and what a public area
No,
is.
sir. There's a right and there's
Okay.
a wrong. There's a right and there's a wrong.
Are you planning on going over to the courthouse too?
Courthouse, you cannot film in there.
Right.
You cannot film in the courthouse. No. And I'll tell you why. They're not subject to the Freedom of Information Act. They're not subject to Section 140. This administrative hall is. Okay? Courthouse is not. So I would not go in there and film. The only reason why I asked you to stand around, Sheriff, Deputy,
Oh, yes, sir.
is because I want you to perform the way you perform, no problem. Your body cam is on, my body cam is on, and we're capturing it all. Here's two things we just figured out now. FOIA Officer A and FOIA Officer B is not here. No problem. Let's put in a inquiry here with, well, let's just wait for it. The young lady did say she's, alrighty. You might have thought, Sergeant, you might have thought that I'm just a cameraman who wants to come in here and say something that I'm not saying. But no, I'm coming here saying the things I'm saying. Yeah, because you didn't think.
I thought that you were gonna come in here and say something that you're not saying. I have no clue what you're talking about.
Right, and you had no clue about the rule you're referring to. There, I just
Really?
showed, yeah.
It's posted all over the windows, man.
No, sir.
I'm
No,
sure
sir.
you got it on camera.
I did catch that on camera.
So you just chose to ignore it.
Sir, you swore an oath to the United States Constitution. You're an honorable deputy. If you keep up great attitude, you're gonna get promoted you're gonna get that shirt taken from a sergeant to a lieutenant. You're gonna become a lieutenant if you keep up good work. But the way you're performing, you gotta stand transparent and accountable for the people you serve,
It's
sir.
very transparent. There's
Yep.
a sign on the window that says you couldn't use your cell phone in that part of the building, and you chose to ignore it.
But you can't enforce it. That's what I'm saying.
I can.
No, sir.
Yes, I
No,
can.
sir. Imagine you put hands on someone to enforce
Is
it.
there rules in government buildings?
There's internal rules, sure.
Is there rules for the public in government buildings?
Such as what type of rules? That can't forbid in filming. It can't forbid filming.
Okay. Is the courthouse a public building?
Yes.
And you yourself admitted that you cannot film it.
Because they're not subject to the Freedom of Information Act.
So there are rules in government buildings.
No, they
that pertain
have
to the public.
orders and laws. They have orders and laws.
There are rules that pertain to the public in a government building.
Sir, it's not to be
I
found.
just feel like we talk in circles, man.
No, I mean, it's a learning experience for us all. I'm just waiting for the staff here to relay what my inquiry was. I think she has a binder in her hand. Maybe she's going to be handing that to me. Maybe you don't see it now, deputy officers, but in the near future, you'll realize that it's healthy for people to monitor government, to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
Okay.
Pursuant to the fundamental philosophy of the American constitutional form of government, it is declared to be the public policy of the state of Illinois that all persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding the affairs of government and the official acts and policies of those who represent them. Such access is necessary to enable the people to fulfill their duties of discussing public issues fully and freely, making informed political judgments, and monitoring government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. The General Assembly hereby declares that it is the public policy of the state of Illinois that all persons are entitled to full and complete information regarding the government.
All right, how many subscribers do you have?
Well, check it out at least.
I mean, let us check it out.
Give it a little plug here.
You got a good spiel, man. You got a good spiel. I bet your viewers love it.
Sir, the thing...
Just keep going, man.
No.
You got a great spiel.
Sir, the thing about it is that the viewers love seeing two types of interactions. They love seeing genuine, great people, employees, and they love seeing belligerent and combative employees.
You think your viewers love when it all goes perfectly smooth?
60
That's
to
why they
70,
subscribe?
70 of my encounters are smooth because we're all adults.
Yeah.
Where we shouldn't act irrational.
I agree.
I'm not gonna say how you're
Rationality is something we could definitely improve with people. You know?
right. I'm not gonna act the way your under deputy performed. Called Kate Cutler. He performed the way he
Cutler is
performed.
trying to explain the rules to you, man.
The video
That
PC.
there are certain things, certain places inside of a government building that you cannot go and you cannot film. Private business.
It's a learning experience. We'll agree
Okay,
to
good.
disagree now.
Fine.
Okay. These are FOIA requirements that have to be somewhere on each wall, on each floor, each department. It's that simple. One of my subscribers, he's petty. He gets pissed off when a deputy or an officer acts like combative. And why I say he's petty is because he starts looking through his entire career to find out who he arrested, maybe interview the people that were arrested by the deputy.
That's dedication.
And he says there's 95% justifiable arrests, sure, but he's just looking for the 1 or 2 unjustified arrests per combative police officer. Now, when he sees great officers, he say, hey man, that's a great officer there. You know, they're fair. The viewers are fair. We'd like to see, we agree with government. The government and the laws are written perfect. It's just specific government.
The laws are written perfect?
It's just specific
Okay.
employees who violate the law. That's all. And here I am coming and checking on this stuff that hasn't been checked in 100 years, and the ones who's breaking this stuff is the one mere uniform.
You're holding it all together.
Sir, under a cross-examination, Cutler may perform the way he did.
Okay.
Yep. Under cross-examination. Okay, so I don't know what these employees decided. Did they forfeit? Did they, just narrating to the people watching?
Is this live? Are you live right now?
Sir.
Oh man. The action is live.
I'm not gonna confirm nor deny.
This is top-notch stuff, man. This is stuff I would definitely take my time to watch right here.
Sir. You guys were pissed. You guys wanted to beat me up.
Absolutely not.
Yes, you did. You started
think that we wanted to beat
escalating.
you up?
Man, you were escalating.
I was escalating.
And
but-
sure was
That's
sure,
escalating.
and
Oh,
sure was
man.
Deputy Sheriff. I did not catch your name and star,
Deputy
sir.
Marino.
I'm sorry?
5107.
Marino,
Yeah.
like the Chrysler Jeep Dodge.
Okay.
Marino.
Not familiar with that one. Are you Dan Marino?
Yeah, Marino. And the star number?
5107.
5107. Your star was, sir?
6759.
Sergeant 6759. We gotta build allies, man. I'm trying to build allies with the good people in Illinois.
Well, that sounds good to me.
Alrighty, so this script turned into an hour show here, and really it should have just been a 2 minute.
All right, how many episodes do you have going?
Sorry.
How many episodes have you done?
Sir, let's talk about why this board is not showing its
Am I
transparency.
able to know your first name? Am I able to know your first name?
I'm very forthcoming with
Oh, what's your first name?
with whoever's fair and friendly with me.
Yeah, sure. And friendly, I would say.
Well, what's your first name?
But that type of information, sir, is not required for the Freedom of Information Act.
I didn't say it was required.
This-
I just asked if I could know your first name.
I hear what
that's
you're
all.
saying, sir. This act is not intended to cause an unwarranted invasion on personal privacy. Well, here's what we'll do, boys, gentlemen. Yeah. Let me see the directory here. I got a copy of. It's the sheriff's office. It's not in this building, is it?
No, sir.
Okay, that ain't no problem.
The sheriff's office has its own building across the street.
It's right across the street. They might buzz you boys over there because sheriff's office also has to have.
Hey, how's it going? All right. So yeah, just remember there are different rules over there, so I want you to be informed. So-
Sir, I'm following the laws.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I'm just letting you know so when you go over there, you're aware of it.
Joe.
So
Ray, Montano. Thank you.
Okay, I'll tell you what we'll do. To the people watching here. So here, let me check this off on the checklist. So here's the county board. Let me put a NA, which would signify FOIA officer was not here on this date and time. Neither was any of the 11 items made available nor prominently displayed. Okay. So here's what we'll do, good gentlemen. Let me knock on that bell one more time and see what they come up with. Because as I'm aware, and you folks are aware, we were waiting for the young lady to ask her supervisor. That's why I sat down and waited a few more
just
minutes.
remember what I said about the filming in their offices.
Sir, I will not cross any threshold. However, I will continue to record through each window.
Just remember, you can't film in a private area, okay?
Sir, I would never enter film in a private area. I would point my camera at a private area in a public space, which is my right. Your Honor may see this, guys. Let's keep it.
Who is that?
Huh?
Who's your honor? What are you talking about? Who's your honor?
No, you know, when we go into a courtroom, Your
The
Honor.
judge, you're talking about
Judge, yeah.
Okay.
Whoever may be presiding, in case indeed, if you guys handled the situation pretty fair and you guys didn't, you know,
We'll see what your viewers think.
well, they're fairly fair, my friend. They're fairly fair.
Well, that's good, man.
Do you have a call event number, or how were you here dispatched?
I was called and told that you were here and that you might need to know the ins and outs of the rules in the government building.
No,
So
that's
I
not
showed
true. I'm actually the one checking about the ins and outs, about FOIA ins and outs.
up. Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's ins and outs of all type of stuff, but in regards to FOIA, these folks are failing to comply at this second. At this second, these folks are failing to comply.
So you doing this all day, man?
Man, it's the duty. It's the,
That's
it's
some
the
hard
duty.
work.
It's the duty of the people, man.
That's some hard work.
Whether I'm visiting just this hall or whether I'm visiting a hall and a half or two, you know.
So you doing this all day?
Not gonna confirm or deny, my friend. Okay, so here's the deal. I rang the bell. Also, nobody did come up to the counter. This is the 5th floor. It's up to you, gentlemen, if you want to continue on walking around and filming on your body cam. You're more than welcome to, no problem. I'm gonna have to go now to the 4th floor. I don't know what's on the 4th floor, but I know that whatever's on the 4th floor is an administrative office that has to provide a block chart showing functional subdivisions.
I thought you already asked for that downstairs and they said that you could get that on Wednesday.
No, sir, that's only for the clerk's office. Each department has a separate block chart. The sheriff's office is gonna have to have one as well when I walk over across the street.
Why would each department in the county building have a separate block chart of our neighborhoods with housing?
No, sir, I never asked for a neighborhood with housing.
Oh, I thought that's what you said.
No, sir, I'm asking for a block diagram giving functional subdivision. Let's take a walk to the 4th floor.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right.
So you see, you're not sure what I'm here for, but it's...
Oh, here, let me get this for you.
Listen to these words.
There you go.
Listen to these words. What I'm here for, watch this.
Functional diagram.
No, that's one of the things. But what I'm here for, watch this, is official business. Those are the officials, and this is my business. Hey, how you doing, bud? Patrick, the administrator of the board.
How long typically are one of your episodes?
Sir, it ranges. It could be, I could visit a city hall or a municipality. Could be a 5-minute.
So they vary?
It could be a 5-minute interaction where the employees are not complying at the time, but do a quick understanding and say, have a good day.
Right.
Versus some towns, the employees turn it into an show.
Okay.
You see information and technology, right?
Where are you from?
Sir, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, I was just making small talk, that's all.
Sir, the guy just walked into a room called information and technology. They don't have a counter, but he's still required to prominently display the stuff. I'm not gonna knock on that door at this time.
Because it's a private area.
Well,
Without public.
Even if it's private, I have a right to knock on the door and be assisted in the lobby. Okay, so this is the recorder.
Just remember what I said.
I hear what you're saying.
Okay, you saw the sign.
Yes, yes.
Just remember what I said.
Okay,
Sorry about
regardless.
you.
Okay, these gentlemen here got their body cams on because I need them to capture this. This is going to be forwarded to Corporation Counsel.
Okay.
The recorder of Winnebago County here, what's the first name of the designated FOIA officer for this department?
Listen, you cannot record what's on her computer, okay? You cannot do this. These are the reasons that you're not allowed to be on your cell phone here. You're not allowed to come in and record what's on her computer screen.
Sir,
you can't do that.
One step at a time.
If you continue to do that, I'm going to escort you out. It's the second time I've told you that, okay? You
Sir,
cannot come in and... Do you agree? Do you agree that that makes sense, that you would not be allowed to come in here and record what's on people's computers?
I'm going to disengage. I'm going to disengage with you. I'm going to disengage with you.
If you try to record what's on someone's computer in here again, I'm going to escort you off the property. I'm trying to be cordial with you, but you seem like you want this to happen. You want there to be an altercation.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
We don't want that.
Here's what I'm going to tell you. I'm going to disengage with you. I'm going to keep the camera on you.
Perfect.
And then I'm going to instruct you on what's the next step.
Perfect. If you want to keep it on me, that's great.
What's the first name of the FOIA officer for this department, ma'am?
So it'd be Jill and Dana.
Is he or she available to speak to at this moment?
This is Dana right
Oh,
here.
great. Are you designated or designee?
Excuse me?
Are you a designated FOIA officer or designee?
Wouldn't that be the same thing?
Do you have a completed training certificate for FOIA? So are you designated or designee? You do have a completed training, okay. Ma'am, I need a copy of a block diagram giving functional subdivision.
Okay, so you want a subdivision, like a copy of a certain sub?
No, ma'am, I need a copy of a block diagram giving functional subdivisions of this public body.
Okay, we don't have a subdivision just for this.
Yes, oh, it's required by law, ma'am. Section 4. Would you like to look at the statute here? I'll be more than happy to show you.
I'm not following, we just have subdivision plats of certain areas.
No,
We
ma'am.
don't have just a diagram of.
No, ma'am. What I'm referring to is an organizational chart.
I
Well,
don't
if you
know what-
state it like that,
No, ma'am, it's not called an org chart. It's actually called block diagram giving functional subdivisions per statute.
I don't know what that is. I
Well,
never heard of that.
I took record that you are unaware of, ma'am, and you do have a completed training certificate. This is a requirement to be already prominently displayed per statute.
What is to be displayed?
Specific records, ma'am. I also need to see the total amount of operating budget for the recorder's office. It needs to be prominently displayed, easily be seen.
I'm not answering and doing anything of that. I'm not the head of this department.
Ma'am,
fill out a FOIA form for what
Yeah.
you're requesting, okay? We have business to do here.
this,
There's the FOIA
this
form.
is business here as well.
I know, but you're asking a lot of odd questions. Our main person isn't here today. She's at a conference. So if you want to fill
Okay.
this out,
Hang on. I'll take a look at this. Gotta have a word here with the deputy. Deputy, to make this clear here, I have a right to point my camera in this direction. Now, let me make this final and
No.
clear. Before I
No,
do,
you cannot. I told you do not have that right.
Okay.
You're filming people's workstations and their computers.
Okay.
You cannot do that.
You threatened me.
Okay.
You threatened
I'm
to
telling
escort
you,
me.
Yes.
I'm under threat of
You're under
escortation.
threat of escort.
Right. I will not point my camera at that direction now.
That's fine.
However, I'm not putting you on notice. You're creating a reasonable expectation of litigation. Okay.
I'm just advising you of the
have
rules.
no cell phones, please, up there. And you
What's
got it
what's
on.
your name and title, ma'am?
I will give it to you through FOIA if you want to request that, but you're coming in and
Okay.
disrupting our work right now.
No,
These
ma'am.
officers-
This is legitimate here. This is not a disruption. As a matter of fact, what I have here conveyed today is that this recorder's office is failing to comply with 5 IOCS 140 subsection 4, as well as subsection 3.5, which specifies your duty, ma'am. Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request. I'd like to see that list now, please. It says immediately.
I don't know, you can fill out the FOIA form. We have to have that filled out.
Are you claiming you want me to do something that's not required by law?
You need to fill out the FOIA form.
Are you
for
claiming you
request.
want me to do something that's against state statute? Here's the statute here.
This is what needs to be done so we have the.
No, ma'am.
information
Here's the
available.
statute here, and I'm giving you the statute to look at.
Sir, I'm
She's
not gonna
she's
answer
telling
any
you.
more
You keep
questions
asking
unless-
the same question. She's giving you an answer.
Here's what I do. What was your first name again?
My name is Dana.
Do you have a business card on hand?
No, I don't.
Okay, here's what I do. I have developed my own checklists. I'm gonna put at this time that you failed to make these records available.
I'm not failing you.
What records are you looking for besides the FOIA
Yes.
information? I have a FOIA type up over there. It doesn't have the officers. Our main FOIA officer is not here in the office right now. She's unavailable.
This is the FOIA officer here.
That we have two, and the chief deputy is also, and I'm not making.
Do you have a, can I see the general fund according to section 160 of the State
I
Act?
don't have the fund records.
I don't have access to that right now. I told you the chief deputy is the one that handles that.
Is he or she available to
No,
speak
she's
to?
not.
No,
She's
okay.
at a conference. We just
She will
said
not
that
be
twice.
back until Wednesday.
Well, again, I developed my own checklist, and what I'm gonna be marking down here is that this public agency does not have these records prominently displayed, nor did they make them available for inspection.
We're not denying you, we're asking you to fill out the FOIA form, and we will get you that information.
It's not required by law, is what I'm informing you. You have a nice day. I have other departments I have to check with. Sure. As far as the FOIA form you handed me, and what was your name and title?
My name is Stephanie. I'm also a manager, but I'm under the FOIA officers.
Okay. Well, Stephanie, this is what I'm going to go ahead and do here. I'm going to hang on to your designated Freedom of Information form. Okay, I might fill this out at a later time. Ma'am, all I'm letting you know here today is Section 4 of the Freedom of Information Act requires these records to be prominently displayed in front of the people's face, somewhere easily be seen. Just like this is prominently displayed, all members of the public have a right to walk in this door and see the total amount of operating budget here, because we elect you honorable employees. You folks are forthcoming and honorable and upholding the public trust. So part of that,
What you are
of course you are, because it says make available immediately.
Sir, we have up to 5 days to supply that to you.
There's a right and there's a wrong. This does not require the 5 days of gathering. This should already be prominently displayed. I'm just letting you know.
Right.
Sure.
But that is not
Moving
my
on.
duty
You have a nice
in
day.
this office.
It's due in this office.
No, that is not my duty in this office. I'm telling you, the chief deputy is the one that handles that.
Section 3.5 specifically says
Okay.
FOIA officer. You did confirm that you have a FOIA training certificate. It's your duty. Thank you.
Sure, you have a
Okay.
great day.
So, yep, I'll hang on to this slip right here, ma'am.
Yeah,
And
that's fine.
don't let these deputy sheriffs, because regardless if you work for the government or not, we're still all human beings. You might have got thrown off and you switched your attitude saying, I'm disruptive. But actually, these deputies are disruptive because there's a right and there's a wrong. The employees here today all performed wrong except for the courteous ones. So you folks are failing to comply in 3 departments with these statutory requirements by law, and these deputies here threaten me, escort, which he still has not made clear whether that means put hands on or what means escort, because he believes that that's private information. Anyways, have a good day. I'll check back within 30 days. Hopefully that stuff is prominently displayed. Here's what I'll do. I'll leave you the statute on a memo note.
You can write down what you think is required.
Sure. It's not think, it's guaranteed.
Sure.
And I'm trying to build allies. Okay? You guys don't comply with that portion as of now, but maybe your superior would tell you, sure, comply with it because it's required. Here it is, ma'am. 5 ILCS 140. Section 3.5 and 4. Okay, 3.5 is going to require you to develop a list to furnish immediately. Here it is, ma'am. Thank you, guys.
Yep.
Have a wonderful day. Oh, that's your pen. So with that being said, what's on the 3rd floor, assessor? They're required too to have their own slip.
You gotta talk to them about that.
Of course, yeah. All right. And you're threatening me about the same thing. You don't want me to
You can't
point.
film people's computers.
No,
Okay?
under threat.
That would be private, right?
Most offices are no cell phone policy.
Ma'am, there's a right and a wrong. There's a right and a wrong. Have a wonderful day.
After you, all right.
Oh, wait a minute. Come on, boys. This is economic development. Okay, so you're telling me here is the same gig, what you're saying? Or there's no computers here?
What's that?
Here, there's no computers. Hello, Mr. Michael. What's the FOIA office? They have to capture this on Corporation Counsel because I have to prove the non-compliance today, malfeasance from multiple departments. What's the first name of the FOIA officer for this department?
It's me.
Hello, sir. Are you designated or designee?
Yes, Mike.
Come again?
Yeah, you want my name?
No, you're the designated or designee?
Designated.
Great. The other young lady did not know how to distinguish. Anyhow, sir, a block diagram giving functional subdivisions. Can I inspect that for this department?
A block diagram for subdivisions.
Yes. The only reason why I'm using those words is because that's the language found in the act.
Let me find out.
Sure.
Just a moment.
That's the reasonable thing to do. If somebody's unsure, find out. We're adults here. So everybody watching here now, the full synopsis is that this is required. It's required.
Yeah, he said that would be the recorder's office. We wouldn't have anything
No,
like
sir,
that.
I think you're mistaken with what that is.
What do you mean by a block? What's a block division?
Sure, let's listen to the words. A block diagram giving functional subdivisions. That's an organizational chart of this department. I shouldn't even help you and say those words. I should really rely on you doing the task. But I'm trying to build allies here today. Oh, yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. Organizational chart.
Yeah, they're recorded in the recorder's office.
I hear what you're saying.
So we wouldn't have anything
I'm going to
there.
agree to disagree with that portion. The total amount of operating budget for this department, can you guide me to where that's prominently displayed?
No?
No? Okay. Can you make it available since the statute requires?
I can't.
I'll wait here
I
momentarily.
can't.
You can?
I cannot. I
You can't.
cannot do that.
Is there a specific reason why, sir?
Because I don't know where it is.
Wouldn't it be on the internet?
No, sir. I have a copy of the Winnebago County's internet site here when it comes to FOIA. It's not. That's why I'm here in person.
Okay.
Here's their
I
internet.
know that government salaries and everything else is public knowledge, so.
No, it's not government
So
salary.
it's immediately available to you.
No, it's not government salary, sir. That's not what I asked for.
This is a government building.
I did not ask for that, sir. He's asking his superior there. Listen, man, it's got to be inquired on. You know what I'm talking about? All departments have to be inquired on because we have to elect our representatives that are honorable.
It's all on the county website.
There you go.
Sir, this is off your county website.
I'm just
couldn't-
telling you what I was just
No,
told.
I was not able to. You were just told that, but I have a copy of your county website. That's why I'm here, because it's not on your website. Here is your website.
Clearly, that's not the whole website.
Sir, this is the
He gave you an answer. Okay? He gave you an answer.
Sir,
We're not here to argue about it.
Either way.
Okay?
this is what I'm here for, sir. You're the designated FOIA officer. Section 3.5 says, Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request. Did you develop that list as required by your duty? Here's the statute here.
Oh, no, what you gotta do, yeah, you gotta save it here,
Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
What's your name and title, ma'am?
I'm Ashley, I'm the director.
Sure, this is what I'm here for, ma'am. Section 3.5 and 4.
Okay, what is it, the information that you're seeking?
There it is in writing there, ma'am. Would you like me to read it to you? I'll be more than happy.
Is there something in
Yes, it is.
particular?
It's there in writing as required by state statute.
Oh, like Duckworth.
What is the specific request that you're making, though? This is the statute stating,
Here's what it says, ma'am. It says under section 3.5, Freedom of Information officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
Yeah, we don't really give quotes on the phone, what we do.
what information are you requesting?
Well, that's going to carry on further. Tell us, ma'am. It's telling us that
If
FOIA.
you're looking for our operating budget, all of that information is on our website, or you can get that from our finance department,
What floor is the finance
the
department?
fifth floor.
Fifth floor.
Block diagrams of subdivisions are also available either on Wingis, which is a public information site, or they are recorded next door in the recorder's office.
Okay, ma'am, this is required to be prominently displayed. It's not saying go to a different office. It has to be here in this lobby.
But this lobby that you're in is specific to the Building and Zoning Department of
Right.
only unincorporated Winnebago County.
Well, ma'am, zoning has its own FOIA officer. Treasurer has its own FOIA officer, as well as clerk and other departments.
Correct.
Right, so each FOIA officer per department is required to develop this list and prominently display these 11 records.
Okay.
What's the total amount of full-time and part-time
Thank
employees?
you. We appreciate it. Thank you.
So, What are
She
you?
gave you the answer.
Right or wrong, like you were
All right.
saying before, it's the answer.
Well, right. I have a checklist, and I mark off they refuse to do this, and they
Fine.
refuse
No,
to
man,
do that.
okay,
Great,
there
great.
you go.
Yep, that's all it is. Ma'am, we needed you to perform this way.
You're not gonna start yelling into the office.
We,
Okay?
we needed you to perform this way. Thank you and have a wonderful day. Yep. Non-compliance from the staff here, and we'll go ahead and mark it off. And if we need to reach out to the appropriate parties, we have declaratory relief under section 11. Have a wonderful day. Just because my voice is deep and assertive, you can't stop me from freedom of speech.
Well, it's also it's also yelling into the building.
No,
Because you're
sir.
unhappy with the answer that she gave you. So.
Sir, you can create that narrative all you like, but my words are flowing smooth as should be. Because I got this stuff memorized, sir.
It seems like it.
Okay? You see how your own employees perform. You folks are great disdain. Yes.
Or what?
You heard me already say it. Yeah, yeah. You could go in, sir. It's no problem.
Well, we're to be with you, man.
Well, it's up to
On
you.
all your adventures. So.
And as a matter of fact, if any of these employees wanted to act other fashion, I would have you folks start filing reports because this could turn into. As a matter of fact, you know what? Here, I got a file for you here. Come back in this office. Come back in this office. Hey, no, they didn't give me a FOIA. No. Can I have a FOIA form for this department, boss? Designated FOIA form for this department here. My man, give me a few minutes to fill this out.
Sure. We have 5 days, we have 5
Yeah,
days.
5 days together,
Yep.
records, right. Alrighty, so here's what we're gonna do. Since the administrator wanted to perform like that, I have a reason to believe. So now I have reason to believe that the administrator here is performing official misconduct, section 33.3, along with the Freedom of Information officers. So to everybody watching right now this second, what we're gonna go ahead and do here is file a FOIA form and include language in there such as official misconduct. Okay, here's what we're gonna go ahead and do. Let's prepare the statute first. Man, these officers are so great at disdain. Along with the staff. Great disdain. So we're gonna go ahead and put here, I'll tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see their section 9B. Section 9B, and we're going to say that's from, I want to see all, okay, we'll put it here. Will. All right. Okay, excuse me, designated FOIA officer, I have my FOIA form completed here. Okay, sir, I put one total request here under section 9B. I'd like to do a little searching up, let's say. Once you respond to this 9B portion here, you gotta look, you're familiar with that because you are the FOIA officer. So I'll be back in person to inspect these records. Let me go ahead and provide you with a generated code here, which is going to be today's date. So when I do a return, maybe within 30 days, to inspect these records, because they'll take you 5 days to gather, I'll present this generated code here, so you know I'm the one who submitted this request. She's recording me now, there behind you. So,
Sir, I didn't give you permission to take me on a record.
so what I'm gonna go ahead and do,
Back there, man.
she's recording me.
You turned the phone and had it sitting up there
Okay, sir,
30 seconds ago.
I'm
Do not
also,
record back there.
she recorded me. If
You
I
flip
could,
the camera.
no, if I could have a copy of this, I'm putting you on notice to let her preserve that record, because now I'm gonna request that at a later time. If I could just have a copy of this, and I'll be all set for today. So this officer right here, he thinks that the employee has the right to record me with her personal phone, but he's
What does that say?
he's
What does that
claiming
say?
that I don't have a right to
You put words in
record.
my mouth. I didn't say that at all. I said stop recording back there, like we asked you earlier.
Sir, there's no private information that I'm capturing here. You have a wonderful day, sir.
You too.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, what's back here? Stairs? No, okay, who knows if it's an office, man? Who knows if it's an office?
All right. All right.
Alrighty. Fill it out for you. Third floor it is. Still a great image. Supervisor of assessments, great. So we got Wingus? What's Wingus? GIS, as a matter of fact. That's the Winnebago GIS.
Winges.
Winges?
Yeah.
Come on here. No, that's a private hall. We have to visit assessments. Okay, great, gentlemen. This is the board where every floor should have with these papers in there. Just letting you guys know, it's about transparency. Supervisor of assessments. Exempt pins, can I inspect those, please?
He's been to every floor. He's got some questions.
Yes. She's got to allow deputies to record with their body cams, because that has to be seen by corporation counsel. Hi. Monitoring government here to make sure it is being conducted in public interest.
Don't film that way. It's a computer.
So there's nothing on the computer there. If I could grab one of those business cards there. The computer is blank, and it's their duty if they had this stuff up.
It's their work terminal. You can't record on their work terminal, okay? It seems like pretty
We're
obvious.
going to agree to disagree at this time. I'm just not recording because I'm still unclear about the threat you made of escortation.
Look, there's someone here to answer your questions.
Hey, bud, how's it going?
Good, my name's Tom Hodges. How are you?
Tom, good, hanging in there.
Good. What can I help you with?
Tom, the supervisor of assessments has exempt pins.
Correct.
Is that book somewhere out here to flicker through?
I don't have a book for exempt
Okay.
pins. Everything is online. However.
Could it be accessed off-site?
It can be accessed on
One of these portals.
Any website.
Right, I could access it on this computer here.
Well, these are work computers. These
Yeah.
are not public
Oh,
computers.
those are not the public portal.
No.
Okay, great.
Any PC though would work.
I see what you're saying, sir. That's one of the things.
Okay.
I don't know per statute if it's required to be on hardcover or if it would suffice, because there's some folks that don't have the wherewithal
Sure.
to use a portal.
Yeah, if you If you would submit a FOIA request in writing,
Sure.
we could certainly provide you.
I hear what you're saying, sir.
With a list of.
I hear
all-
what you're
all
saying.
parcels.
Okay, sir, my follow-up question here.
Yes, sir.
What's the designated FOIA officer's first name for this department?
My name is Tom Hodges. The other designated FOIA officer is Stephanie Bauer.
Okay, I'm recording here. I'm monitoring government's insured is being conducted in the public interest.
Certainly.
The total amount of operating budget for the assessments office, is that prominently displayed somewhere?
It is not prominently displayed.
Okay, it's required to per code, along with a block diagram giving functional subdivisions. Can I inspect that?
I do not have that available, sir.
Okay, are you familiar with that language?
No, sir.
Okay. The total amount of full-time and part-time employees in this department, approximate number, is that prominently displayed?
It's 13, 14, depending on the day, and
Right.
it is not.
Okay. Section 3.5, sir, specifies Freedom of Information officer shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
Okay.
Since it's telling us this list should already be developed and furnished immediately, I'd like to take a look at that list.
I do not have that available, sir.
Okay. It's supposed to be already developed. Is there a reason why it's not?
I do not have that right now, sir.
I hear what you're saying. Okay. This portion here, sir, under section 4, requires these records to be prominently displayed. They're not. It also mentions make available. I could hand you the statute. I could wait around a few minutes, maybe if you could make these available as per code.
I'm not going to do that right now, sir. Okay, I will talk to our state's attorney's office.
I hear what you're saying.
Yep.
Okay. Now I have reason to believe that that's official misconduct.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, where it specifies when a public employee has a duty prescribed by law, but either intentionally or recklessly fails to perform.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And I also developed my own checklist where I'm able to mark off that none of these were made available nor prominently displayed.
Sure.
And I have a right under declaratory relief, section 11, to complain to the Attorney General.
Okay.
But then again, what was the reason why you're unable to make them available and it's your job?
Sir, if you want to, I'd be more than happy to comply with any request under the Freedom of Information Act. If you provide a request in writing, I can certainly provide you with anything that I'm able to provide.
I hear what you're saying, sir, but these are records, and now you're asking me to do something that's not required by law. Do you have a business card on hand?
Yeah, do you have it on your hand?
Okay, I grabbed that from there. It doesn't have your name here.
Let me get you one with my name.
There you go. You gotta always walk smooth, man. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Yeah, I did not receive any compliance from about 4 departments, but just as a friend here,
Sure.
I want to build allies with staff.
Yeah.
I would be more than happy to write the statute on a memo note if you'd like to look at it at a later time and see that it does require the stuff to be transparent.
I certainly appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you can certainly do that.
Because I'm coming back in 30 days, and at that,
Sure.
yeah, well, within some time,
no.
and hopefully by that time the stuff is up. Yeah, because I have a right to complain.
Yeah, no.
And I have a right to say these folks made it right.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Right?
100%.
Promote them.
Nothing wrong with
Move
that.
him up from an assessor to commissioner.
Hey, well, I don't know.
All right.
I don't know if that's a
All right.
political move, but hey, no, I appreciate it, and we'll speak.
We're
with our
building
state's attorney's
allies, my
office,
friend. Yeah.
And hope you have a good rest
State's
of the day.
attorney's office is on what floor?
State's attorney's office is actually not in this building.
Not in this building.
Yeah, it's in the courthouse.
Well, they're
And-
still subject to FOIA. Oh, they're in the courthouse. That's a different
Yeah,
bargain.
yeah,
That's a different bargain.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, folks. Take
All right,
care.
Thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, John.
That's all it is. If they're not willing to provide the stuff. Oh, check this out, guys. Freedom of Information Act. In compliance with Illinois Freedom of Information Act, notice is hereby given by the designated FOIA officer. Okay, that's not it. I'm just going to take a photo here and we'll look at it later. All right. Thank you, assessment.
Okay,
Alrighty. So there's 2 boards in here. One of them mentions FOIA, but they did not have the language up there. It's available. I mean, you know, compliance is available. This turned into a 2-hour gig, an hour and a half gig, which should have been a 15-minute inquiry. This is the 3rd floor. Let's go down to the 2nd floor. Alrighty, what's their tag here? Certificate of inspection is 2024. Alrighty. Guys, in 100 years, you guys didn't see somebody, a regular member of the public, checking on this stuff. I may be a regular member of the public. I may be working for a specific duty. I'm not going to confirm nor deny it. Purchasing. Hi, how's it going? Okay, ma'am, does purchasing have a designated FOIA officer, or is that part of the board? Freedom of information.
We have one in our office.
You do?
Yes.
Is that counter open to the public?
I didn't hear you.
Is that chair open to the public? I need to see.
That is not a public area.
No, I'm asking the young
It's key
lady.
card access.
I know, but if they escort the person in there, it becomes
Is
public.
there something I can help you in purchasing?
Yes, ma'am. I need to see the FOIA officer for purchasing.
Okay.
Sure, and I need a FOIA form as well.
Let me get her. Hang on.
I thank you. It's private because it got a badge, but they're allowed to let the person in.
You cannot film in there. Okay? There's key card access. It's not a, you cannot film in an
I
area
could
that's
talk
blocked
out
by key
here.
card
I
access.
could talk
The
out
public's
here.
not free to walk in there.
Sir,
Clearly.
if they allow you in there, you're
Clearly.
allowed to. Only if they allow you.
So if the sheriff invites you into his office, that makes it a public thing now? Your meeting with him is public?
It's
Come on.
case by case.
We were talking about being rational.
It's case by case, my friend. And you see how the employees, they feel distracted. Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
These gentlemen have to record because we have to capture all this non-compliance for corporation counsel.
We're just making sure you don't violate the law. That's why we're recording.
Sir,
All right.
we could have that argument at a later time. The designated FOIA officer for purchasing, who may that be?
Well, I'm one of them, but we've had other ones as well.
Okay, great, ma'am. Ma'am, the FOIA Act under Section 4 requires records to be prominently displayed and made available. This board right here, it looks like the perfect spot to prominently display those records. I don't see them, so now I have to ask you and use up some of your time, right? Section 3.5 under the Freedom of Information Act says, Freedom of Information officer shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request. It has to be made available. This is what I'm here for.
Okay.
Sure. Could wait here momentarily as you gather those records.
Are you able to just submit it through our online request portal? I think.
No,
people on the
ma'am, that's
website.
not required by law. Now you're asking me to do something not required by law. These are records that shall be furnished immediately.
We get FOIAs based on certain projects.
I hear what you're saying, but that has nothing to do with this
Oh,
section you have here,
okay.
ma'am. There's a right and there's a wrong.
So you're just asking for who is FOIA, who is able to process FOIAs in our office?
No,
or
that's
is-
not what I'm asking for, ma'am. I'm asking to see the total amount of operating budget. I'm wanting to see a block diagram giving functional subdivisions, along with the total amount of full-time, part-time, approximate employees.
So that's something that if you go through our website and submit that through, each office has their own FOIA
Right.
trained
I
person
have
and
a
they
copy.
handle those.
That's why I have to speak individually with you guys are the FOIA officer. Do you have a completed training certificate for FOIA?
But we have several
Every
people throughout
department
Winnebago
has
County that do that.
I hear
So
what
they
you're
all
saying,
provide-
right.
So they
Right.
provide the specific ones for their department.
Right, and that's why I'm here specifically speaking to the purchasing department, which you have your own block chart, which is an organizational chart. Can you provide me with a copy while I wait here for a few minutes?
Let me see what I can do.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of, so I guess I'll try to get some more clarification here. I guess.
Well, I did mention it, and the main clarification is in writing there per statute. Can't get no better than that.
Okay.
Can't get more direct than that. Yep.
But typically, we have 5 days, isn't it, to get everything
Typically
for your
to
request?
gather
So
records, but not with
if-
this. These are records that shall already be furnished immediately per code. It's not a demand, it's just state statute.
Okay, I guess what you just explained, what you're looking for, could perhaps be a department different than purchasing?
No, it is purchasing because assessment has their own, and they specified what they specified. Now I need to check with purchasing in particular. You have a duty to perform, and it's all there in writing.
We handle bids and proposals for the county, so if you're looking for a bid that we possibly sent out, that's what we provide you
No,
with.
ma'am, I'm not asking for a bid. You did confirm your FOIA officer?
Right.
Right, okay. FOIA officer is required to develop a list. I'd like to see the list that's required by your title, ma'am, per code you have in your hand there. If you just read it, you'll know your job.
No, see, I'm a FOIA officer for purchasing,
That's
handling
right.
the purchasing department bids and proposals.
And you also handle FOIA requests as well.
Not
But
for
not for
other
the whole
departments.
county, just
No.
ones that are specific to
No,
our
I'm not asking
department.
for the county. I'm just asking for the one specifically to your department. What's the approximate number of full-time and part-time employees for just purchasing department?
We have 4 full-time employees.
Right. An approximate part-time?
None.
None, okay. It's supposed to say the number 4 here without people asking you because you look confused. So I'm just being like an ally here to bring this to your attention. When I check back in the near future.
We'll be back.
Sure, yeah.
Well, if you're gonna come back another time, that sounds good.
No.
Or you can submit something online.
No, she has my paperwork. I'm here now.
Sorry.
Okay, can I have 2 FOIA forms? So did you give up, or what did you guys end up wanting to do? I have 2 FOIA forms.
Well, you just mentioned you would come back at another time.
No, I did not. That's what you brought up. You went back there to
Let me see your-
clarify with your boss.
Oh, no, can I see your FOIA forms, like, so we can see what you're specifically filled out on the FOIA?
No, ma'am, I need a FOIA form from purchasing. Those were separate for different departments.
We can go on you go to the website and you go to the FOIA and it shows you everything and it usually gets distributed through county
No,
board
ma'am, I
office.
prefer to do my FOIA in person, which is my right. I don't like using the online portal at all. I could have 2
So
FOIA
you just
forms.
you want a form printed out for you to fill?
Sure.
Okay.
That's because you already don't have this stuff up, so I'm extending the inquiry. Yep, there it is. This is Winnebago County, and all these departments are the way they performed, really, the way they performed. Your Honor, this is.
You don't have to call me Your Honor, okay?
No,
I'm not a judge or anything.
I wasn't calling you Honor.
Oh,
You know
okay.
what you guys are acting like for real though? You guys, he.
I feel like I'm acting like I'm bored because I am.
You know, a little sleepy.
No, he's tough. You guys are tough. You guys do stuff sly.
No, man.
You guys do stuff sly.
We do stuff sly.
Yep. So yeah, Road 202 purchasing. Oh, this is County Purchasing and Risk Management Department. Great. We're gonna need a copy of the risk management because how Cutler performed and really how Zellman started threatening. It's frightening. Yeah. Which desk is this? County auditor. Yeah, we gotta give a knock on their door. The auditor, I don't know how the auditor, this is not already on the auditor's to-do list. The internal auditor from the county, Winnebago. How is he not checking this stuff? How and why not? We need to elect employees who are gonna lead. We need to elect employees who are gonna be leaders, not people that are withholding this information. Jesus Christ. For the people watching.
Man, this is exciting stuff. This is really exciting stuff, man. This is you're doing God's work, man. This is really awesome.
Why is this much staff? Is it confused? The word? I mean, Madam Clerk, you have the document in your hand. This is saying it's your duty. How many years have you had a completed training certificate for FOIA? How many years did you graduate this task?
Who are you talking to?
The people watching.
The viewers.
So, Hey, auditor, we're gonna have to have a word with the department in a minute here in regards to some FOIA stuff.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Certainly.
My man, thank you. Okay, and these folks said they ran back there to find out if they could hand me 2 slips. But you see, these deputies got to witness that this is such a thing where, see, this is the distinction between a county building and a city hall of whatever city hall. City halls usually have 1 or 2 FOIA officers. Counties have 15 to 20 depending on how many departments they have. So it's much easier for a city hall to develop this stuff, put it on the wall and call it a day. But as far as the county, at least the commissioners have to straighten the FOIA out, or the attorney general has to put in a call for transparency. Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
so here's 3 forms.
Great. Okay, guys, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna hang on to your template forms. I develop my own checklist. I mark off yay or nay, whether I see this stuff on the wall or whether or not. But I'm gonna mark off no, it was not made available, nor was it developed. If I check back in 30 days, maybe you speak with your head of the public body or your council, and they inform you that yes, these records are required to be prominently displayed. I don't know about your photogenic memory, ma'am, but the request is 5 ILCS 140/3.5 and 4. I'm gonna hang onto these slips, blank slips for my future reference. And if I wanted to file a FOIA request, I'll probably do that at a later time. But with the purchasing department, I'm all set. My last question here is, the risk management, your insurance policy, do you have that readily available?
We are no longer risk management.
No
That's
longer.
handled by HR.
By HR? Where is HR?
Over there, but you have to.
Oh,
that's
great,
their
the other way.
Employee entrance.
Well, we gotta check with HR too, because they require to post the stuff. But your first names was?
Hope Edwards.
Hope Edwards, nice name.
Melinda.
Melinda, okay, great. Have a wonderful day, thank you. All right, we'll put non-compliance here and carry on, yep. Oh, Mother Glory over there. Old Glory. Okay. Let's take a walk here, gentlemen. Treasure.
You can't film this guy's personal business.
No, I'm not, I would
Just
never,
letting you know.
I would never do
I
that.
feel like we need to have
Here, I'll tell you
clarification
what,
every time.
let's slam the door closed until the gentleman is out. We can do that, it ain't no problem.
It's automatic, just let it go.
All right.
Just let it go.
Yeah. I'm respecting your unlawful ask.
You can't film someone filling out their
We're
personal
gonna
business
agree to
on a
disagree.
form.
We're gonna agree to
Okay?
disagree.
How is that public in any way? How is that guy's personal business that he's putting on a form your business or any of the public's business?
Sir, I would answer that question.
I would like.
Okay. Hello,
Hi,
how are you? Oh, you're the county auditor.
that's right.
You're the senior. Isn't there a junior?
A junior what?
Auditor. The young man wasn't an auditor?
Well, he's a chief deputy.
Okay, great. Sir, we gotta swing by the auditor and have a chat with them. Corporation counsel's watching on their body cams. They will be watching later. This is the treasurer's office.
Well, I know that.
Right. The treasurer's office has this blank board here, right here, prominently displayed. This is missing records that have to be prominently displayed. You see it's right in front of us. The auditor's office has a designated FOIA officer. Who may that be?
That's me.
Great. You have a completed training certificate for FOIA.
I do.
Right. There's records that have to be made available upon request immediately, sir, and this is what I'm here inquiring with the auditor today. Section 3.5 and 4.
What records do you want?
Sure, one of them is going to be the total amount of operating budget for just the auditor's department. One of them is going to be a block diagram giving functional subdivisions, just the auditor's department.
Okay.
One of them is going to be the approximate full-time, part-time employees of just the auditor's department. One of them is going to be separate locations. That one probably doesn't apply because this is county.
Correct.
Right. And another one is going to be under section 3.5. Freedom of Information Officers shall develop a list of documents or categories of records that the public body shall immediately disclose upon request.
Okay.
I'd like to see those. It does say prominently displayed. I don't see them.
Well, that's not
That's
my.
right. Exactly. That's why I got to go and chat with them. Yeah. But on your side, do you have them prominently displayed?
We have everything displayed on our website.
No, sir, that's a second requirement. A public body that maintains a website shall also post this information on its website.
Okay.
Says it right there, yep. But I could wait momentarily if you could give me a printout on that hot sheet.
Why don't you fill out the proper form?
Sir, you're asking me to do something not required by law. How would you ask me to fill out something when this should already be developed
Send
and
me an
furnished
email.
immediately? Do you have a business card on hand?
Yeah, just hang on.
Sure.
Well,
You-
why don't you just come over
Okay.
when you get done here?
Yeah. You have my slip. You have my slip.
Well, here.
Okay. Thank you, sir. We'll swing by in just a second, Mr. Auditor. Sir, thank you. Okay. Gentlemen. Hi, ma'am. Monitoring government here to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
I don't want to be on your monitor.
Okay, I'll ask to speak to somebody else then.
That's fine.
Yeah, sure.
Be on your.
Yeah, I'll ask to speak to somebody else. Neither here nor there.
I don't want to be videoed and he's videoing.
Oh, yeah, I have a right to, yep. Yes, ma'am. Who is the designated FOIA officer for the treasurers?
Teresa Grennan.
Is he or she available to
She is
speak
not.
to?
She's out ill today.
She's not, okay. The total amount of operating budget for this department, where is that prominently displayed?
Where is it prominently displayed?
Yes, ma'am.
It is not prominently displayed in this office.
It's not?
If you want to place a FOIA request, you could submit an email directly to her.
No, ma'am, this does not require a FOIA request. This requires, you see that board there, the empty board?
Yes, sir. That's not even our board.
Who does that board belong to?
It used to belong to the sheriff's department, and they put postings up there.
Right. Now it makes sense. It's on the side of the treasurer. And these records here, if you'd like to make a copy for the FOIA officer, has a duty to post those 11 pages in that board.
We have a FOIA down at the end of the counter down there posted.
You in the pink paper?
No.
Yeah, let's take a look. Okay, ma'am.
This gives you
I hear what you're
information.
saying, ma'am. I hear what you're saying. This is the same paper they had upstairs by the assessor. This says nothing of nothing. But if you like, the FOIA officer's not here. What was your title?
I'm the office manager, senior accountant.
Great. You're the head of the public body?
No,
No,
the
all right.
treasurer is.
Sure. That's right. That's right. I could leave a memo paper with the statute just to forward it over to your FOIA officer.
Oh, I'll give it to her.
I
Sure.
thank you. Unless a copy of the statute is even better.
I can just make a copy
Yeah,
and give it to her.
because that's the language right there. Alrighty, and we'll go ahead and mark it off and call it a day. Or on this side, we gotta go visit another hall. Unbelievable, this turned into a 2-hour transaction. Okay, ma'am. And your first name was again?
Michelle.
Have a wonderful day, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. So the treasurer's not compliant neither. On to the next gentleman. Yep. HR. Okay, so here's another board, but none of the stuff. Why? Why?
What are we gonna do, man?
There's 2 boards here. Guys, you know what prominent display means? Because you guys are deputies? No. From your aspect, it means somebody's license plate on their vehicle, right? It has to be prominently displayed. Same rule here, guys. You guys want to cause harm so bad, it's sad and sickening.
Sitting in chairs there, just hanging out, man.
Yeah, I don't think we want to cause harm, man.
Yeah, I like to.
We're sitting down.
We're brothers. Okay? We're brothers. The Lord said, love your neighbor and your enemy. I'm not saying you guys are my enemy, but you guys are my neighbors. We have to respect each other. Here's a couple printers, portals. Okay, please ring the bell on the corner, on the counter. We did that. Let's just ring it one time. We don't want to ring it no more than once or maybe twice. Human resources. Oh man, I wonder what the hell these gold boxes are. What the hell is this? Archives? This looks like old, well, HR. This will probably look better in the treasurer's office. Looks like a maybe like, you know, file cabinet or something. Okay, online employment portal. So for the people watching, here's the State Department of Law requires these people by the state to prominently display this in every office. Why would they follow one rule or one law but not the other? Hey, bud.
Hello.
Oh, you're coming here to work with HR or from?
Nope.
Oh, never mind.
Did you ring the bell at all?
I rang it. Maybe people are out to lunch. I don't want to ring it more than one or two times because the cops there might be pissed off. Hey, don't ring that bell.
Calm.
No, they're
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, me too.
they're recording non-compliance from staff in multiple agencies. Give him the good words before he leaves. The employee came and he's like, what the hell is going on here? Well, all the employees are talking right now. They're saying, you know, hey, let's look into what he's referring to. Let's just put it back up. Tell him have a nice day next time he comes here. Yeah, we got it. Thanks for bringing it to attention. Have a nice day. That's all it is. Okay, we might have to check back with HR. I don't think they might be out to lunch or breakfast. Who knows? Okay. Yeah, maybe we could swing back to HR another day or maybe when we check back from the auditor's office. All right, gentlemen. Auditor's office. You see, you guys are speaking in code. Every body language, every gesture, every mumble, every
talented in many
every whistle, every
reading people.
Alrighty. But yeah, this would be the perfect board here. Yep, this would be the perfect board. Oh, and ma'am, you see, there's empty boards. Those would be the perfect spots.
I'm not engaging with you.
Yeah, but...
I'm good.
Right, yeah. Well, there's a right and there's a wrong. These people be seen by the world how they act. These are the representative of our honorable government. Yeah, these are the representative of our honorable government. Yeah. And then they whisper and they say, oh, I speak with the old man, and I told him I'll be here in a few seconds.
That's
Okay.
discrimination.
That's a good one. That's a good one. We gotta promote you from auditor to commissioner.
That's a demotion.
That's
Do you guys want to come on in?
Sure.
You got these poor guys look bored.
I'm recording in this little hall.
What's Bill Crowley?
All
right.
First time you met the auditor.
Come on in.
It is, yeah.
All right, that's
Come on
cool.
in.
Making our lives.
We're building our lives here.
Come on.
Oh, all right, all right. Camera's on, boss. Camera's on.
Okay.
Don't pull me into a room where you want to beat me up. See, he's inviting me.
I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Have a seat.
Thank you.
You
Okay.
want it filming in here or not?
I don't.
Turn it off.
Oh,
You're in a private office,
just
otherwise
asked
you can go out in the public
I
area.
mentioned it. You said no problem.
No, no, I didn't.
Turn it off.
Okay, well, I tell you what, look, I could chat in the hall,
What do you want here? Why don't you sit down and we'll talk about
but
what
I
you
have to
wanna
keep
talk.
recording, that's
Why?
all. Because this is my purpose, is to monitor government to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest. It's transparency.
He already told you he didn't want the camera on.
What?
You're in his private office, so you can either go out in the hall,
I'm
in
willing,
the public
I'm
area,
willing to go out.
or talk to this man
Unless,
and
unless he's
turn the
willing,
camera off.
unless if you,
Okay. Well, I didn't, my hearing is not all that good,
okay,
so go
sir,
ahead.
I just needed to gather copies of these records of this
You're
statute.
not going to record in this office,
I'll take a step out.
okay?
Okay.
He already asked. Now you're being disrespectful.
No,
okay?
no, no.
You're being
He
disrespectful.
first gave me permission and then you
said
changed
He
it.
didn't give you permission.
Okay.
Okay.
So
He
here's
was willing
the,
to sit down with you and have a conversation, but you're
Okay.
insisting on doing something that you know you're not supposed to do.
no, sir. I just need copies of these records here, sir. You are the FOIA officer. That's all it is.
Okay, are you gonna give me what you would like
Sure.
verbally, or are you gonna give me what you like in writing?
In writing.
Okay.
Yep.
Can I have it?
You sure can make a copy of the statute.
I know.
Yep.
What is it that you want?
Okay, sir, these are records for FOIA.
No,
Yeah.
answer the question.
Sure.
What is it that you want?
Okay. I need a copy of the total amount of operating budget for just the auditor's office.
Okay.
Right.
I
need
thought you were gonna give me this in writing.
It is in writing. Here it is.
No, that's not what you're asking for.
Of course it is.
No, it's not.
Sir, I'm telling you, this is what I'm asking for. These are records that have to be prominently displayed. Since they're not, they have to also be made available. And I'm sorry on behalf of these officers. You seem like a friendly man, but you gave me permission to record.
No, I
those.
did not.
Okay, whatever.
So what is it you want here?
Yes, sir.
You want a copy of our budget?
Yes.
For what year?
Most current.
Okay.
Okay.
Proposed or implemented by the county board last year?
Let's go with proposed.
Okay.
So each public body shall prominently display at each of its administrative or regional offices, make available for inspection and copying, and send through the mail each of the following: a brief description of itself. What's the brief description? Which will include but not limited to a short summary of its purpose.
Okay, that's all posted on the county board's website.
I'll have a copy of that, and if it'll take a few minutes, I'll wait a few minutes to have a copy.
Bill, you want me to print it for him? I can do that.
You wanna print the whole?
No, just ours.
Oh, yeah, print ours.
Just this department, sure,
that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Yeah, I can get it.
That's all it is, gentlemen. I thank you.
Just relax, sir, we're fine.
What else did you need?
That's all it is. Yep.
That's all you want?
That's all, and you know what, Mr. Auditor, you're the
Bill
only.
Crowley is my
Bill
name.
Crowley, you're the only employee out of 5 FOIA officers who said, you know what, let's make it available as required by law. The other people just completely refused, which makes me believe that's official misconduct. 33-3 under the Illinois compiled statutes.
You can, you know what?
Yeah. No, I'm saying you're attempting to be transparent.
Well, thank you.
Yep.
We always attempt to do our best, as these fine gentlemen here are attempting to do their best.
Well, it had to require my presence for these gentlemen to meet your honorability. To meet you, Mr. Auditor. You're honorable auditor of the Winnebago County, so it's about accountability and transparency. We gotta work together here.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get you what you need here.
Call it a day. But sir, the only thing I'm asking, really, I don't want to walk out with the printout he's gonna give me. I'm not necessarily want to walk out with copies of those. I just want to ask to receive them first, and then ask you if you got a roll of Scotch tape so we could put the stuff up on the wall. That's all. Because that's what's required by law.
You know what, I'm gonna check with our state's
Sure.
attorney.
That ain't no
find
problem.
out
That ain't no
if
problem.
If that's what we're supposed to, I've got a call into
Yeah,
it right
that
now.
no,
If
later
we're-
time,
if
later
we're-
time.
If that's
Yeah.
a legal requirement.
Sure.
That I'm unaware of, we certainly will comply.
And I'm appreciative that you have the comprehension of what I'm conveying here, because some other employees look confused and this is their job. But it's the council's gonna say, yes, he's right. The
Well,
stuff.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
Okay, I know.
He's gonna say whatever he says.
Yeah, because I have interpretations from the Attorney General already, from the highest pimp, you know?
Well, I've been a FOIA officer since, I think, 1991, and I've never heard of this. So-
That was required in the 90s too.
So,
Yep.
Here's the only way that the auditor is mentioned in the county board.
Okay.
The county board budget that's being
Okay.
proposed.
What's your first name and title, sir?
Brian.
Deputy Auditor.
Mhm.
This is not what I was asking for, sir, but.
Well, this is all we have.
Sir,
This is part of
it ain't no problem. Guys, gentlemen, I just want to leave the statute here, so if you could check with council later time.
I'll check with
Yeah.
council.
I might come back, sir, in the near future to check back if council did say, yep, put the stuff on the wall and tell them to have a good day. That's all it is. 5 ILCS 140/4 and 3.5. Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay.
Check back in the near future. All right.
Well, I'd like to say I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, gentlemen.
But thank you,
Okay,
guys.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Hey,
Keep up the good work.
hey, look, the community has to work with the staff. We have to build allies, right?
If you say so.
Well, no, it's the statute that says so. It's the duty of the people to monitor government, to ensure it is being conducted in the public interest.
Okay.
Maybe one day you become, if you don't want to become commissioner, maybe we'll put you as sheriff of town. Straighten these boys out.
I think these guys are doing a wonderful job. And if
All right.
I was a sheriff, I'd promote both of them.
Okay, great.
See you guys.
Thanks, Bill.
All righty. Straighten these guys out. Come on, man. All righty. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna mark off my checklist. I'm not gonna go back and forth with the auditors. They seem fairly fair. But, yeah, I mean, we checked out these departments already and, got a little one, first.
It's a little greasy feeling back there.
They gotta get the, maintenance man. Okay. Alrighty. So, is there, oh, that's the tax department, and this one is debt certificates. No, we don't need nothing with them. Alrighty, I think we're all set. Mr. Cutler, should we start over here? Mr. Cutler, would you like to start over?
About what?
About the filming stuff, because I went through all the lobbies. These gentlemen recorded it all. I took care of my business. I found out that most of these agencies are failing to comply with the Freedom of Information Act.
Good morning, sir. How you doing?
Excuse me?
That's
Can I get your results or whatever you're finding out?
Sure, yes, I did.
No, can I get your results?
Oh, it's going to be online.
Online,
No,
what's
no
the website?
Sir,
What's the website?
let me ask you this. How many...
You're publishing something.
He didn't want to tell us.
Deputy Coulter,
I thought you were
Cutler,
reporting this on something.
Cutler, let me ask you a simple question.
No, we're done. Goodbye.
How many views would you
Goodbye.
like? 100,000 or
Goodbye.
5 pieces?
Goodbye.
Have a wonderful day, gentlemen. Alrighty, guys. Now, last question here, since we're all complete from you gentlemen. Which other agencies within county administration around? Like,
You can go wherever you'd like.
no, I'm saying point in the direction of the sheriffs.
You can go anywhere you like. You're in downtown Rockford, okay? A lot of these are government buildings.
Right. All right. Any business card on hand?
No.
What did you think about my performance?
I think it's going to be awesome.
It's not impressive or nothing.
Subscribers are going to love it.
10 subscribers.
They're going to love it. You're about to get fight.
All right, gentlemen. Have a wonderful day. So what building is this one? Alrighty. Well, that's that, man. This thing turned into a big one. This thing turned into a big one. So we got that deputy sheriff vehicle there. And this deputy sheriff, 344, vehicle 344. Alrighty. Well, if it isn't one thing, it is another. That's the performance of the Winnebago County building. On to the next one.